Hello guys, thanks for watching. Adrian here from AppSeed. So in this video I will go live with this React Node.js full stack product using Render as a deployment platform. The entire flow for the API and also for the React UI is will be managed by this open source tool. Soon AppSeed will provide an automatized live deployment for all generated products, but until this flow is fully integrated, we open source all the scripts that we will use later on in our platform. So basically, we will check out the Node.js server and deploy it to the render platform, and also the React UI. So let's go and proceed further with our demonstration. Basically, if anyone needs to do the same thing, you need to create an account on Render, and later use this tool to deploy your own project. In order to have an usable flow, you have here all the environments required by the tool. Basically, you need the Render API key. You need the owner ID also provided by the tool. You have here some helpers that we will list all the owners associated with your account. And it's important to know that it's free to deploy React or other static projects, but you need a credit card, and you will be charged for services built in dynamic languages like Node.js, Django, Flask, and or Go. So let's proceed with our demonstration, and feel free to check out all the services provided by Render on their official platform. Okay, so I already have here in my environment the deployment tool. So I will increase the font in my window just to make sure all the commands are visible. So once the automatic deployer is downloaded, it's here published on GitHub under the MIT license. So anyone is free to use it, extend it in, or incorporate the scripts in other products. We don't care. So once you have the Python wrapper installed, downloaded in your environment, create a virtual environment and install the requirements. Basically, it's just the request library, and if we call the deployer without arguments, we can see all the supported commands. So we can check the health of the settings. Cool. So we can see that the check is okay. Basically, the check does a simple query against the Render API just to make sure your API key is correct. So in my case, it's correct because I just finished some work for this tool, and the other options are listed here. We can deploy static websites, Flask, Django, and other APIs specific to AppSeed. So let's first of all let's deploy a Node.js API. So I will for this repository okay. Once the repository is forked, we need to just copy the URL and deployer. We have here the Node.js API. which is a handler that knows how to manage the an API provided by AppSeed, has all the stuff already configured, and we just need to call the deployer using this new repository as input. We can see here that the deploy ID is this one, and also the new API will be at this address. Let's go here to the rendered dashboard and check out the progress. Basically, the deployer takes care of all the things provided in the documentation by the render platform. So the payload and the authentication and all the responses parsing, and you just need to call the deployer from the CLI with one single argument, and of course with the other configuration, the environment, and you are good to go. And the API should be live in just a few minutes. We need to wait until the service is deployed. Of course, all the packages are installed. Database is also managed by the scripts. So we should see here if the deploy is successfully operated. We should see here a success message. Once the API server is up and running, we will make a build for the React data table and configure the product to use the API. So we should have the entire product live deployed with and usable without any issues. So build is flagged as successful. Now the render deploy the product, and we should see here the live flag. So at this point the API is up and running. We can use it in our projects. Okay, now let's go here to the React data table UI. So I will do the same thing here. I will copy the link and go back to my deployer. So if we call static without any arguments, we can see here that this type of deployment expects two inputs. The repository, in this case, is this one, and also the node version we prefer for our deployment. If we are not providing any node version, the version 14 is used. So if we check here the compatibility metrics provided for this product, we can see that the version 16 is fully supported for npm and yarn builders. Okay, so I will also fork this repository demo. Okay. So this is pretty cool. We have here the new repository, and I will put here the URL of the repository, and the version that I want to use for this deployment is Node 16. So this is pretty cool. The deployment is triggered in render. You can see here the new deployment. what we need to do is to set up the in the environment the the URL of the API. So this value is provided here in this environment sample. So basically, we need to put this value to match the Node.js API that we just deployed. So I will add another environment variable and take this address and slash API. Save changes. Once we save an environment variable, an automatic build is triggered. So we can see here in events that deploy was cancelled, environment was updated, and another deploy started. So let's check out the compilation log and see how it goes. In the same way, we can deploy any other React stack. So render it's super friendly. It has this heroku-like UI, so you just need to click. In case you want to speed up and automatize the process, feel free to use this automatic deployer, which I already mentioned that it's free. Okay, now the render pulls the latest sources and compiles the React UI, and should be okay. Should be finished in 1 or 2 minutes. This flow will be provided in AppSeed once here in the generator flow, once the user build his own stack. Here will be a new item that points to the deployment to render, and if the user choose to use it, once the product is generated, the deployment will be automatically pushed to render. But this is scheduled to be implemented in the next few weeks, so I'm pretty sure until the end of the year we will have this cool feature requested by many users. Okay, so the build is running. You have here the progress indicator that tells us the static deployment is it's ongoing, so you can check out anytime the progress. And usually the React builds takes 1 or 2 minutes, just like in the local environment. So in no more than 10 minutes we can be live using render with any full stack application. Okay, basically once the deployment is up and running, we should have this UI, the same UI as in the live demo of the product deployed on AppSeed. We should be able to create new users and of course authenticate. Let's go back to the build and check out the progress. It's not yet finished. In case you prefer another product provided by AppSeed, feel free to browse our our React index and play around with other kits like Horizon, like Berry, or dashboard from Creative Team. They are all free, so just replicate this process with other UIs that you prefer, and feel free to deploy them live, and all products are tested and should work without issues using this automatized workflow. So now the render tells us the live is the website is live. So we can go back here and check out the logs of the API server, and also open up a new window and play around with the new product. So okay, I will use the product with an existing account, so of course there are wrong credentials. Let's create the user. Yes, pass. If the user is successfully created, we are redirected to the sign-in page, and we can authenticate. So guys, this is the demonstration. Basically, at the beginning of the demonstration, I was owning just an account on Render, and the rest of the tools are open source. This deployer is open source. You need to, in order to use it, you need to provide the Render API key, the owner ID. Also, if you prefer the npm or yarn as the builder, you can specify in the environment. Our recommendation is to use yarn because from our tests sometimes is faster, and might be a good decision to use yarn instead of npm. And also, if you want to have more information displayed in the CLI, in the console, you can set the debug to 1. Once you have this tool installed, you can use here the helpers to deploy Node.js, Flask, or Django APIs forked from our kits. And also you can use whatever React product you want. It's super easy, and at the end of the process, in less than 10 minutes, you are live with a full stack application that has a cool React user interface, and also a Node.js API. Thanks for watching. Adrian here from AppSeed. In case anyone has issues, feel free to access our platform, go to the support page, and send us an email if it's the case, or just join the Discord, where we have a super nice community with more than 1,000 members, and we can at least we try to help anyone and provide a good support for the developers. So guys, thanks for watching. Adrian here from AppSeed, and as always, I wish you all a super day.